If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? It's like, why do you think you're so important that the tree won't make a sound just because you're not there?
No, okay, I get what you're saying, but it's more deeper than that. When I used to hear that, I used to be like, well, yeah, it does, because it made a sound, didn't it? But it's like, you can't prove it, you wasn't there. Does that mean...
But that's dumb. Does that mean sound is void if you're not there? Like, you think people in their house are talking in mute? I'm not there. Of course they're talking out loud.
We don't know, innit?
How would
we know. I think that one's just, like you said,
it's deeper than what it is. It's just that it's just a simplified thing so that you can think about it. But like, the deeper thing is that, bruv, like, you can't just think that because you wasn't there for something, you wasn't aware of something, it didn't happen. And then it just...
But in reality, it did.
What?
Like it's more of, it's like an analogy. Is that the correct term for it?
Yeah.
Because it's like, really and truthfully, we know the answer, but it's said to make you think outside of the norms of...
For me, it's I think it's where humans think they're too important.
That's basically what it's trying to say. Like, I think that's how I take it. It's almost as if, like...
Let's Google it.
Bro, if you're not there...
But what is sound if you don't hear it? Do you get it?
But it's not just my ears that is on this planet.
No, but it's asking you though, innit? It's not asking...
Yeah, but I don't think I'm that important that there's no sound just because I'm not there. Not even my interpretation. My thing is like, I'm not that important that if we just keep it on the tree in the woods, for me, it makes a sound even if I'm not there. People are playing football in Spain, I'm not there. People are in the jungle in Brazil, I'm not there. The world it's like, bro, the world doesn't revolve around one person that there's no more sound just because you're not there anymore. So what is sound to me? Sound sound isn't only because I'm there. That's crazy. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, doesn't make a sound, explores many concepts, including perception, knowledge of reality, and how much we know about the unobserved world. The answer to the question depends on how you interpret the word sound. Physical phenomenon, if you interpret sound as a physical phenomenon, such as the wave distribution caused by the falling tree, the answer is yes. Human experience, if you interpret sound as a human experience, then the answer is no. This is because sound and colors are the result of the brain interpreting the waves. See, that's where it's like humans are important then, isn't it? Like human experience.
The way you interpret
importance on humans, because even God built everything else before he built human.
And they can hear. Animals have ears too.
And then, perception. Well, animals hear as well, innit? The tree falls, they're running, they think, gunfire. Perception. The question also raises questions about how our brain gathers information from our senses and filters things through our memories and attention. Yeah, I'm with the physical phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like, for a human, we ain't that important. Shit is making sounds without us. That doesn't make sense. Like,
But that's the whole point, isn't it? Okay. All right. Interesting. So what Timmy Lane said, sound can't exist if no one hears it, because there would be no reason for the word sound to exist. And if you define the word sound, it says vibrations that travel through the air or another medium and can be heard when they reach a person or animal's ear.
No, we can't hear if we're not in thing, but the sound exists. The vibrations still go through.
No, but in the definition it says
there is
and can be heard.
So
can be heard, but it doesn't have to be heard.
So if I'm not there, there's going to be an animal in this.
No, but it's not talking about the animal though. It just says if the tree falls and no one's around, does it make a sound? And the definition of sound says vibrations that travel through the air or another medium and can be heard.
But it doesn't need to be heard to exist. That's what my point is.
But the word sound, that is in the definition.
Can be.
No, but that's the definition.
No, but if it needs to be heard for it to be sound, then but and can be is like, it can be heard. Like, it doesn't have to be heard.
So if it can't be heard, is it still sound?
Yes, of course it is, because it's still vibrations traveling through the air or another medium.
But then that would just be vibrations.
No, it'll be sound.
But if it's not audible, how does it sound?
Say you've got noise cancelling headphones in and it can be heard, but you didn't hear it because you got noise cancelling.
It doesn't mean the sound didn't exist.
Yeah, it's there. I didn't hear it because I've got noise cancelling headphones in and music blaring. It doesn't mean it, even if I'm here and I didn't hear it because of the noise cancelling, it still made a sound.
Okay, here's an example. Here's an example. If you press play on music.
How did you pronounce his name?
Timmy Lane.
So what's he upset about?
Oh, sorry, did I pronounce it wrong?
I don't know.
I beg, my name is Timmy Lane. That's what I thought I said.
But me too.
But anyway, if I pronounced your name wrong, my apologies.
Yeah, sorry.
If you press play on music, yeah, and it's on mute, but it's playing, does it make a sound?
That's different. It's on mute. That's
So there's no
different, though.
vibrations traveling at that point.
Different.
Okay, cool.
So that means there is no sound. Not
Right.
because I can't hear it, but because there are no vibrations being created.
Okay, so if vibrations are being created, but you can't hear it, is it sound? That's what I'm asking you. Is it defined as sound?
But it's different because you turn down the volume. You've turned.
No,
off.
but forget that example.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it
confused.
is. It is still sound. You might not be able to hear it, but somebody else would be able to hear it. Do
Like
you know
a
what I'm
dog
saying?
whistle.
Yeah, like
There might be a
there's
frequency
certain
you can't
vibrations and frequencies that we can't necessarily hear. Doesn't mean there's no sound. Do you know what I'm saying? It means the sound, we just can't hear it.
Okay, fair enough.
Good argument, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
So you
Because of how it defined it, I think you
Can we
separated
get up
the
on
and.
the? Yeah, no, because you have to. You have to, bro.
So that's the definition of the word.
Can
if
you
we say
define
and,
sound, please?
that's part of the definition. If you're separating
and
it,
can be heard.
yeah, but that's in the definition. You're seeing the and, but the and is connecting it, bro. You can't separate it now. He's connecting it.
Vibrations that travel through the air
Or another medium and can be heard. That is in the definition.
When, don't just stop at
Yeah, when
can
they
be.
reach a person's or animal's ear.
Yeah.
So if
So
a
just-
tree falls and no one's around, does it make a sound? It's not as simple as, oh, the sound vibe, no one heard it, no one was around, does it make a sound? That's why, according to sound, technically it doesn't. According to that definition, it doesn't.
No, that's I don't agree
What
with
you
that. I
believe
don't
is
see
another
that.
thing.
No,
But
I
I'm
don't
just
see
saying-
it that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
'cause
perception
I see it as
is fine.
It's
But what I'm saying
created,
is
it just not reached an animal or human's ear.
cool. And according to what it said in that example, and according to the definition of sound, forget about what we believe, definition of sound,
I'm going off that.
technically it doesn't.
No, I'm going off the sound. Because it does.
Oh, okay, so wait. So does a tree know before it falls to send out the vibrations if someone is or isn't there? The vibrations are going out regardless.
Yeah.
It doesn't know if anyone's there or not to hear it. That's my argument. The tree doesn't have a clue. I'm
It's the
falling.
phone line open. Okay. Let's hit you lot's
I'm
phone.
falling down. Is
the
anyone
phone-
here?
The phone line is open. I know how I perceive it. I believe it does make a sound. But I'm just saying that whole other side, when you look at the technicalities of what sound is, what Timmy Layin
No,
said,
but what
makes sense.
But what that says there is when it reaches a human or animal's ears. So it doesn't mean it doesn't exist because it hasn't reached somebody's ears. Do you get it?
We need Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Temin's right.
Yeah, bro. If you can't
brain
hear
is perceiving
something-
it as sound.
Yeah,
It's
that-
all frequencies.
Yeah.
If your brain can't perceive it as sound, it doesn't exist. It's just a frequency, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And frequencies can be made into all
Yeah, but
different
what
kinds
type of
things.
how many types of frequencies are there?
There-
Because if there's a sound
yeah.
frequency, then it's going to come
There-
under the category of sound frequency. So therefore, it is still a sound. Just because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, but that's essentially talking about
Okay,
something
so
you
cool.
can't prove.
Okay, now that's different.
Because we only prove things via our senses, right? And obviously trust is almost like trust is a crazy thing that humans do because we don't rely on our senses for that. We rely on past or whatever we believe, yeah? But if you think about it, according to the definition, technically it
Yeah,
doesn't.
audio frequency. Like that's a sound frequency, no?
But that's
It's there. Even if we aren't
Because
in the
different
woods.
frequencies is different. Like radio frequency
Yeah.
and all of those other things, we can't hear those because those aren't the vibrations that are being emitted or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
no, those are the vibrations that your brain can perceive, bro.
Yeah, they are
What?
there are vibrations.
The audio vibrations.
Those
Yeah, you just didn't hear it.
vibrations, Your brain can't perceive it, so you can hear it. Basically, it's not about whether you heard the tree fall. If none of us could hear, did the tree make a sound? No.
What do you mean if we couldn't hear or
If
we couldn't
never-
hear the tree
no,
fall?
If we could never hear,
Hear the-
if humans didn't have the ability to hear,
Then there's no such thing as sound. That's
That's
totally
exactly-
different.
that's
But there
the
is
answer.
such thing as sound. So We can't operate in a space where we're removing the thing that we're discussing.
All right.
The whole conversation is done. If we can't observe sound,
Right.
how can we discuss observing sound?
If agreed, if we was in court and we said, "Did you hear it?" and you said no, and we said, "So did it make a sound?"
I wouldn't be a witness that you'd call to the stands.
Forget about that.
No,
Forget about
I'm not in court.
No, because
we're
we're
doing hypotheticals,
like
man.
hypothetically,
No,
man.
That's I get what you call me.
Man said, "Why did you pick me for?" I'm just talking about from a court perspective, yeah. And this isn't to do with the point, because again, you can believe what you want to believe.
No, but if you ask me personally, I would have to say I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in court.
Yeah.
If you said I didn't hear it, you can't. If you're only looking at facts, you can only say yes to the fact that you heard it.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear it, then you don't know what happened. Do you know what I'm saying?
dues,
So
fair dues.
that's a different situation. Whereas when
Fair
you bring
dues.
common sense and everything into it,
True.
you know if a tree falls, it's going to make a sound. Just because I didn't hear it doesn't mean the sound did not exist. Do you get it?
Fair.
Let's keep it in court and let's go to crime.
Yeah.
If I wasn't there to see someone get attacked,
Yeah.
but we're in court because someone has attacked this person,
Yeah.
you wouldn't call. If I wasn't there, you wouldn't call me to the stand to say,
No,
Did
I
you
wouldn't.
see the
I wouldn't.
person
But
get
I was
attacked?
just
So-
bringing a hypothetical.
Yeah,
I know
but-
that you're not the best of witnesses here, because that's the whole reason there's this whole hypothetical. No one witnessed it. Did it happen? Do you know what I mean?
It's good so that there's both sides. The phone line's been open, guys. You guys
But
can definitely
what's
call
this
it.
that you've highlighted? So there's an answer to this age-old question. Seems to be simple. It depends on how we define sound. If we define it as vibrating air, the falling tree makes a sound. If we define it as conscious experience, the lonesome falling tree does not make a sound. And I define it as vibrating air as the what's it called does.
That's crazy.
Like,
What are you talking about?
vibrating air does not.
But the thing said it's through vibrations in
Yes,
the
it
air.
does.
And
that's what
that
the
you can
and
hear.
other.
It is.
No,
What
but
was he
this is what I'm
doing?
saying. But this guy right here is saying if we
But
define it
forget
as
that.
this,
He's not even fully defined sound there. He just said vibrating
It hasn't.
air.
And conscious experience
Sorry.
is crazy. For anything to happen, we have to experience it. That's
Technically.
mad. That's
Hello?
mad. Are we the only things here? Caller.
Hello.
Hello?
How you doing, mate?
What's happening, fellas?
what's good, man?
All good, bro.
I'm good. You guys are still talking about the absence of evidence and the evidence of absence?
Yes, we are.
What you got for us on this evidence of absence?
You know it's crazy? Both niggas is right. But at the same time, nobody's right.
Yeah. No, that's why it's interesting,
facts.
isn't it?
But it's trippy. I'm listening to you. I'm like, bro, both of y'all making sense.
Fowls definitely deserves a helmet for the vibration air thing not being like a sound.
Me.
That's how you
Yeah,
get
Fowls, you gotta.
in the airwaves.
It's literally not a sound. Vibration.
Would you,
air.
as I talk to you, the vibrations that is traveling
Because
through
of
the air
our
to your
brains,
ear.
bro.
Would you don't hear? You
Yeah,
hear with
yeah.
your
If
ears.
I didn't
Yeah.
have a brain, I won't be able to hear what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Yeah.
your brain dead. You can't live without a brain.
Yeah, but that's
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
no,
no,
that's
be
what you
alive.
do as
That's
well.
what
But
you
yeah,
do.
what you're
This
saying
is
is
crazy.
true.
We're taking away the things
No,
that
no,
are
no, no.
necessary to the argument. Can you hear him? Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
In another
Foul,
world,
foul.
you speaking, I would see that as colours, bro. It's because I present.
No, okay.
No, he's
Bro,
right. He's right. He's
How's he
right.
right?
He's
How-
right, bro.
No, okay, wait. We'll get back to that.
No,
Caller.
no.
Sorry, go on, caller. That's crazy.
caller.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
No, it makes sense. It's just that you were
It doesn't
taking
make
what
sense.
he's saying as literally in terms of how we are now, but he's saying that doesn't correlate to if you don't have a brain,
We'll
innit?
get back to it. Put a footnote in that one. Go on,
Yeah,
caller.
yeah,
Sorry.
But wouldn't okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense in the sense of wouldn't having a brain be the criteria for having the organs to operate to hear sound?
Now we want to take
So
away
you
the
can't say
brain.
you- Yeah,
crazy.
we're stripping evidence. Fred is right. No, because think about it, right? Bats they can hear certain frequencies that we can't hear. That don't mean they don't hear sound. We can't hear that shit. Dolphins and some fishes in the ocean, they use sonar. That's why the technology of sonar, like even like looking at movies and like comics like Aquaman, you feel me? He uses waves through the water. If a regular human like us is in the water, we just see ripples. But niggas like animals and brains that can compute that, because it's literally a computer, brains that can compute that hear it as sound. That doesn't mean we're stripping out your evidence. You see where I'm coming from? So Files, you gotta hold that, bro.
No, I
Yeah, you
disagree.
gotta hold
I
that one.
disagree.
I don't know how you jumped from there.
Yeah.
But okay, let's even just bring that back in now where we left the footnote. You said if we didn't have a brain, which is crazy, Carl, if man's gonna remove the brain from the equation, which is necessary for the equation, to now also then move on to say if we didn't have a brain, we'd hear in colours. Is that what he said?
No.
I'm saying.
Wait, I'm trying to.
Yeah, go
That's not what I said.
go.
I said that. That's two something. I said if I didn't have a brain, I won't be able to perceive what you're telling me as sound. And I'm saying that if my brain works in a different way, I could perceive what you're saying as colours. Because it's all frequencies.
Wait, okay, let's deal with the first half first.
Yeah.
So you said if I didn't have a brain, I wouldn't be able to perceive what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's cool because look, so your ears is what hears the sound and your brain is what makes sense or understanding of these sounds.
Yeah.
But cool, let's go back to, sorry my guy, what's your name on the call?
Phil, I'm from Chicago, yo.
Oh,
That's good, Phil.
you said about like the dolphins making like noise underwater. I don't know if we got the frequency to hear dolphins, but you'd hear it, but you wouldn't
don't.
understand what they're saying.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't hear it.
No, we
No,
can't
if
hear
you
them.
could hear it, that's what I said. We haven't got
it's
the
like a
frequencies.
different language.
We haven't got the frequencies. Almost like a different language. It is a different language. It's dolphin.
Yeah. But
little,
that's different though.
No, because where he's talking about the brain hearing the words, it's not your brain that hears it. Your brain makes the understanding of what your eardrums are receiving.
Yeah.
But your
that's
brain
true.
won't be able to make sense or understanding. If you could hear dolphins and their screeches or their sonar, your brain wouldn't understand it.
No, but what he was saying.
I'll back Fred even more by saying that Morse code, right? Morse code during the wars was sound.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Can we all agree, right? But if you hear do do do, do do, you as a regular civilian, you're like, but it is making sound. But a trained soldier is like, no, he's saying 1, 2, or he's coding it in a different language. Human beings, the brain is the code. So by Fall saying, oh, he's moving that, he's removing the main part of the equation. Like you saying you don't have a brain, then you can't compute it. You just seeing stuff, which is right. But then you're irrelevant to the conversation.
No, but what was your first thing? Sound isn't vibrations in the air.
I'm saying that vibrations in the air is not sound. The whole point is that you have to perceive these frequencies as sound. What will let you perceive them as sound? Your brain.
Yeah, but
But
the
is it not
vibrations
eardrum,
in the
though?
air is sound.
Is
That
it
is
not?
the
That's
sound
wrong.
traveling.
No, because this
That's
is where
literally
I
that's
get you.
sound.
I get you.
Exactly. By
But
definition, that's not sound. That's just a frequency
in the air.
Nah,
Yeah, no,
man.
because what we're saying, even if you bring it to the dolphins, it's not that there's no sound, it's just that we can't hear it. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? So there is sound, so there are vibrations in the air.
Yeah, so just because we can't hear it, does that mean it's not a sound? Just because our brains can't compute
Yeah,
it,
that's what
doesn't-
he's saying.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying it's not a sound. What they're
He's saying it's not
he's
a
saying
sound.
their frequency isn't a sound. Just because our brains can't compute it. That's what you're saying.
Oh,
You see? That's what he's saying.
If you
Yeah.
break down a sound, straight into frequencies.
No, just say if that's what you're saying first, yes or no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, you're
Okay.
wrong.
If you strip anything down into frequencies, bro, like, this is why I said that it could be color if your brain worked in a different way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
your eardrums.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Saying it's your eardrums, it hits your eardrums,
Yeah.
and it goes to your brain, and your brain perceives it as a different sound.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Without your brain, that's not possible. And if you take it all the way back to, if you're not there, does a tree make sound? They're not talking about you. If all of us cannot hear and a tree falls down, did it make a sound?
No, that's not what they're saying, though.
That's what they're actually
But-
saying.
No, they're saying if a tree falls.
No, it's
not if we can't
yeah.
hear, because that's
Yeah.
changing the sentence.
That's what
But
it
say your color statement again. If we didn't have a brain, we'd hear in colors.
No.
What did you say?
Don't try it.
No, what did you say?
He's trying to get the helmet off still.
I'm not. I just want to know what you
I
said.
said, just to make this clear,
Yeah.
if someone's brain works in a different way, you could possibly perceive.
No,
sound
don't add
frequencies.
possibly.
But you're not-
That's
no,
what he said. That's what he said.
that-
That's what he said.
He
He said that.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
That's what he said. said.
But then
Because we perceive
that's
sound frequencies
over.
as colours, basically.
Yeah. That's what he said.
What did he say? Sorry.
Possibly.
Isn't that
Possibly
over?
you've seen
Isn't that
colours.
over theorising?
I think that
Yeah,
I think that's-
it is.
I think
It
that's
is,
true.
but
When
we're
sex
here right
of-
now.
Yeah.
First of all,
Talking about sounds.
you removed the brain and then you threw an if in there. Argue without using the corners.
Hey,
I don't know, fam. It's fine.
Man saying if.
We're having a conversation about if a tree fell.
Yeah.
We can't now say, yo, we can't remove the brain from it. We removed humans from the fucking forest.
Yeah.
No, but that's
we
the
can't-
equation.